Good morning, you guys. This is Emma.Braford. I am a director here in the Tub, and I know I didn't give you any warning that I was coming on live, so it's a little bit spontaneous, but I just had some thoughts swirling around in my head as we were heading into fall launch. Maybe today, maybe tomorrow, we don't know. They said it was this week, so we know it's today or tomorrow. I wanted to kind of piggyback on Lauren's last live where she talked about hosting your own fall launch party event. And I wanted to just talk to you about host coaching yourself so that you can get the best results from said event, because I definitely think it's worth hosting your own. So some of you guys saw in the comments of that video that Lauren did that I made a comment and I said, I already shared my fall sets, my fall kit, my pre-order kit in my VIP group. Have I lost momentum? What can I do about that? And I decided I'm not going to let that hold me back. I'm not going to let that run me down. I'm going to keep playing up the excitement about the fall sets, and I'm going to have a kick butt launch party. So here's what I've been doing, and I wanted to encourage you guys to kind of do the same. And I also wanted to let you know that this is exactly why we host coach, because your hosts are going to get very similar, if not the same results to what I'm getting right now. And this is why we encourage the battle plan. This is why we encourage host coaching. This is why we, especially for Facebook nail bars, why we encourage 25 RSVPs, why we try to get the host to be as engaged and communicative with their guest list as possible. So I decided to do a fall launch like Lauren talked about. And so I sat down to do my invites and get my guest list together and start messaging. And I messaged 50 people. So I've got a list right here. And I have heard back from 18. Okay, so that is why we encourage hosts to sit down, create a frank list. If you are a brand new stylist and you're getting ready to launch your business, this is why we encourage you to sit down and create a frank list and talk to more people than you need to, because you will not hear back from some. Some will just plain flat out be too busy to respond. They're not ignoring you on purpose. I've talked about this before in past lives. They're not ignoring you on purpose. They're just busy and they see your message and then they forget to respond. So this is why we encourage you to talk to more people than you need to, because you will not hear back from some initially, and you will probably get about maybe a 20 to 50% response rate. So that's normal, you guys, and you need to push through that. So if you message 15 people thinking that you're going to get all 15 people to say yes and that that's going to give you a kick butt launch party, it's just not. You need to have a bigger guest list than you want to have RSVPs. That's true for in-home nail bars as well. And you just have to do that. You just have to invite more people than you want to actually attend your party. So I see people are jumping on. Sharon says, I caught you live, but we were doing school. Okay, have fun at school. Talk to you soon. You can watch later. I know this might not be the best time, but it was the time that I had available. So I was like, I'm going to jump on here and talk about it. So when we talk to you about host coaching, we talk to you about having your host sit down, do the frank list, have them write out their friends, their relatives, their acquaintances, their neighbors, their people they know through their kids, have them message at least 50 people personally and privately and individually, messaging 50 people, and then talking to those that say yes, reminding those that don't respond because of these exact statistics. So like I said, I sat down to do my fall launch. I had a list of 50 people. I messaged these 50 people. I have heard back from 18 of them. So that is why we always encourage you to follow your own methods that you would encourage your host to do for Facebook parties for yourself, so that you can end up with a great party. Now remember, I like to aim for 25 with a Facebook party because of this statistic, which is held true for me time and time and time again, which is that if you have 25 people RSVP to an event, typically about half of those will actually show up on Facebook on the night of the party, and then about 2/3 of those will order. So if you want to get 8 to 10 orders, 8 to 10 buying guests, so you get a $300 nail bar, or at least a $300 nail bar, you need to have those 25 RSVPs. If you can have 40 RSVPs, you're going to be a whole lot closer to getting $600 in sales. It's just statistics, guys. It's just math. So don't take it personally when people don't respond. Don't take it personally when people say no. Just keep on going. Keep on inviting. I want to share with you a little bit about how I figured out who to invite, and kind of my method in prepping for that. My son is crying. Hold on. They were playing very nicely and now I hear crying. 1 second. What's the matter? Okay, sorry. Okay, so what I do for my Facebook parties is I have this book. I keep a log all the way back to when I started. I write down the guest list for the event, so all the people that RSVP, going or maybe, I write down the guest list. I keep track of who actually attended the nail bar and who actually ordered from that nail bar, and then I keep track of who I gave free shipping to, who I did giveaways for, who booked a party, and who was possibly interested in the business. So when I'm hosting my own nail bar, like I am for this fall launch, I reference this book and I go back through it as one part of how I figure out who I want to invite. So this is kind of cool. So this is Sarah Wolf. She's actually on my team, so I wrote next to her, joined, because I'm not going to message anyone on this page because these are all her people now, right? She joined the business, so this page, these are all her customers now. So I skipped that page, but I go on to the next page. So like, here's my own launch party when I launched my business. Here's an awesome host I had, rock star host. So the customers that I haven't heard from in a while, those are the ones that I'm strategically choosing to invite to my fall launch. So like, this party was in December of 2017. So I'm going back to some of these people that I haven't seen active in my VIP group and I haven't talked to in a while, and I did my 2-month follow-up or whatever, but it's been lots of time. Phone call. So these are the people that I'm kind of like focusing on as one piece of who I am inviting. So these are like way old customers. The second piece of the people that I'm choosing to invite are my more recent customers. So yesterday, before I started inviting, I sat down and I did customer follow-up, initial customer follow-up with my most recent 4 parties. And I just messaged them. I said, hey, I just wanted to check in, see how you're loving your nails. Did you? Yeah, I see the dog food everywhere. This is what happens when mama is working. Then children make a mess. So my most recent 4 parties, I went to them. I said, hey, are you loving your nails? Did you get a chance to put them on yet? How do you like them? I got a whole bunch of people that said, I haven't put them on yet. So I used, again, Lauren's strategy, and I said, can I bribe you to put on a set today? And a whole bunch of people said, yeah, I'd love to do that. So when those people come back to me and say, I tried them on, or here's my picture, I got them on, because a lot of them said, well, I can't do it last night. It was kind of late when I was messaging. So they're like, I'll do it tomorrow. So when they get back to me today and they say, I put them on, I love them, then I am going to immediately reply with, amazing. Our fall sets are launching this week, today or tomorrow. Can I invite you to my fall event? My fall debut event, I think is what I've been calling it. So that's kind of another section of how I've been invited. A bunch of the people wrote back and said, yeah, I love them. I used them. I love them. So same thing with those people. I'm right away going back and saying, awesome, our fall collection is launching. Would you like to be part of my debut event? So don't only think about like way past customers. Think about also more recent customers. Just because they just bought from you a month ago doesn't mean that they're not going to want to repurchase fall sets. It's kind of like Lauren talked about. Most likely what they purchased a month ago are summer sets, and they've either used them up or they're going to use them up here very shortly, and they're going to want to transition their nails to a more fall look. So I hope that helps you guys, but I just really want to encourage you to host coach yourselves. Follow the instructions that we use for our hosts in the battle plan. If you've never seen that, go look in the files, read through that document, because it's excellent in terms of what it specifically coaches you to share with your hosts, and I encourage you to use that on yourself for your fall party so that you get amazing events. Cecily, okay, so like I said, I'll just recap from the beginning. I have personally invited 50 people to my fall launch. I have heard back from 18, and that is completely normal. That is completely what we expect. So you need to do the same thing. Don't just think you can message 15 people and call it good. Don't just think you can post it in your VIP group like Lauren said. I did that. I posted in my VIP group. I probably got 2 people from posting it in my VIP group. The rest of the people I am getting who are saying yes are because I am personally and privately messaging them. And they are thanking me for that. They're like, thank you for thinking of me. That's awesome. They know that you have a lot of customers. And so for you to personally invite them, that means something to them. So hope this helps you guys get going, because we know they're launching today or tomorrow. We don't know exactly when, but get your events ready and do some great customer service, great conversations with your guests, and get yourself a good nail bar. Talk to you soon. Bye.